Hello and welcome. Today we're diving deep into a really groundbreaking report from NITI. It's a roadmap that could literally reshape the future for millions of people in India. We're talking about using artificial intelligence for a huge informal workforce. And trust me, this is a topic you're going to want to understand. So let's get right into it.
490 million. Just take a second and let that number sink in. This isn't just some random statistic. It's the very heartbeat of India's economy. We're talking about 490 million people, farmers, carpenters, healthcare aides, you name it, who make up about 90% of our entire labor force. It's massive.
And this workforce? Well, it's the engine that's supposed to power one of India's biggest, most ambitious goals, the vision of Viksit Bharat 2047. Now, for all of you studying for exams, this is a key word you absolutely have to know. It's the blueprint for a developed India. And understanding the role of the informal sector is going to be key to answering questions on this.
So here's how we're going to break it all down for you. First, we'll look at that big 2047 vision. Then, we'll get into the real challenges that our informal workforce is facing today. After that, we'll talk about the tech-powered future that NITI Aayog imagines and introduce the main event, a mission called Digital Shram Setu. And to finish up, we'll give you a super clear list of takeaways just for your exam revision. Let's do this.
Okay, first up, let's just get a handle on the sheer scale of this ambition. We're talking about India's 2047 vision. And at the heart of it is a mind-boggling number, a $30 trillion economic goal.
So what exactly is Viksit Bharat 2047? Put simply, it's the national dream for India to become a fully developed nation by the time we celebrate 100 years of independence. And for your exams, you need to remember two key targets: a U.S. $30 trillion economy and boosting the per capita income to over $18,000. Those are the big headline numbers.
All right, on to our next section. Now here's the big paradox NITI Aayog wants to solve. While this informal workforce is the engine for the future, right now it's also facing some pretty serious hurdles that are holding it back.
And what's really interesting is just how diverse this informal economy is. I mean, look at this chart. Agriculture is the giant, no surprise there, making up almost half the workforce. But then you've got huge chunks in construction, services, retail. It's literally everywhere. This isn't some small niche problem. It's the foundation of almost every key sector in our country.
So what's holding these 490 million people back? Well, the report boils it down to 5 big challenges. First, they're financially fragile. Irregular income, no safety net. Second, it's tough to get access to good markets and jobs. Third, there's a huge skilling gap. Fourth, not enough social protection, things like pensions or health insurance. And finally, there are these deep-seated productivity gaps. These 5 points are really the root of the whole problem.
And this is brilliant. Those challenges, they're actually symptoms of 4 even deeper, systemic barriers. The report organizes them into a fantastic mnemonic for all you exam takers: TACT. T is for trust deficit, no verifiable IDs or contracts. A is for access gaps, think digital literacy and language barriers. K is for knowledge gaps, like having outdated skills. And the last T is for tooling deficit, not having modern tools. Just remember TACT, it's the perfect framework for an exam answer.
Okay, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Now let's shift gears to the exciting part, the solution. We're going to explore the tech-powered future that this report envisions. This is where we go from problems to some pretty incredible possibilities, all powered by technologies like AI. To make this feel real, let's meet Samar, a carpenter. Right now, today, he struggles with complicated websites and forms and mostly finds work through friends and family. But in the 2035 vision, imagine this. He's just talking to a voice-powered AI assistant in his own local language, and it helps him get verified jobs. This isn't science fiction, you guys. This is the tangible goal of using AI to close those access and literacy gaps.
Or let's take Bindu, a healthcare aide. Today, she has no formal proof of her work, which means she can get exploited or paid late. Now, the future vision introduces 2 key terms you have to know: verifiable credentials, or VCs, and smart contracts. Think of VCs as a digital, fraud-proof resume, and smart contracts are digital deals that automatically pay her as soon as the job is done. No delays, no arguments. For Bindu, this technology directly solves that trust deficit we talked about.
So why is this all so urgent? Why the big rush? Well, this chart right here says it all. If we just keep doing what we're doing, the average income for an informal worker in 2047 will be stuck at just $6,000.
But with this kind of tech-driven change, it could jump to $14,500. That gap is enormous. This single data point is a powerful reason why India has to act right now.
And that urgency brings us to the absolute centerpiece of the entire report. This is a potential exam question right here. Mission Digital Shram Setu. This is the big national mission designed to make that tech-powered future a reality for everyone.
So what is it? At its heart, it's a national mission to use cutting-edge tech to empower the informal workforce. The key things to remember are better livelihoods, better social protection, and better skilling. The name itself is perfect, right? Shram for workers, and Setu meaning a bridge, a tech bridge for workers.
And the report is super clear that the government can't do this alone. This quote from NITI Aayog CEO Shri BVR Subramaniam just sums it up perfectly. Collaboration is not optional, it is non-negotiable. That's a huge signal that this has to be a team effort, with the government, private companies, and social organizations all working together.
And this mission isn't just some vague idea. It comes with a very clear step-by-step plan. Phase 1 starts in 2025, with just getting everyone on the same page. Phase 2 is about building the actual organizations to run it. Phase 3 is when they'll start small with pilot projects. And then finally, from 2029 on, Phase 4 is the big one, the nationwide rollout. It's a really logical plan to go from an idea to a national reality.
Okay, let's pull everything together into our final section, your exam key takeaways. Think of this as your rapid-fire revision guide, with all the absolute must-know points we've covered.
All right, let's lock in these key points. First, that huge number, 490 million informal workers. That's 90% of our labor force. The national vision, Viksit Bharat 2047, and its 30 trillion goal. The name of the mission, Mission Digital Shram Setu. Don't forget the 4 barriers and our amazing mnemonic, TACT. The key technologies you need to mention are verifiable credentials, VCs, smart contracts, and local language AI. And finally, that shocking income gap data, the difference between $6,000 and the $14,500 target. These are the points you absolutely have to remember.
And we'll leave you with this final thought, a question that's just perfect for a descriptive exam answer. This whole incredible roadmap really comes down to one critical question. Will AI actually be the great equalizer for India's workforce, bridging all these gaps and creating opportunity for everyone? Or, if we're not careful, could it accidentally create a brand new, even deeper digital divide? The answer is going to depend on how well we execute missions just like Digital Shram Setu. Definitely something important to think about.